Share screen. Tab.
Shane, I love doing these drafts because like they're little mini like series, and we pick drafts, and then we do different ones based on just our love and what we would pick. So
Okay.
yeah.
So,
and we don't do it normally. If you're cool with that, I like doing it 1, 2, 3.
Gotcha. So our drafts this week, our choices: NFL quarterbacks, NFL lineups, which means who can build the best NFL lineup consistent of a quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, and a tight end. Sport franchises and college programs. So what we do is we spin the wheel 3 times, and whoever the third one lands on, that's what we'll do. So let's spin the wheel because we have trouble picking drafts, so we just let the wheel decide.
3 spins, right?
Yep. The first one, NFL quarterbacks. So close that. The second one. Let's see what we got for this one. It might be a little delayed, the spinning, just a heads up. NFL lineups.
Okay.
And our draft officially will be. Let's see what we get. Oh, it might be college programs. Hey, college programs it is.
College programs, nice.
Okay. Well, I know which couple colleges are going to take it first. So our draft this week will be college programs. Basically, we're doing all sports, right? All combined sports.
Yeah.
Like okay, so
you can do anything you want. Like it could be, you could draft Gallaudet University with sign language. You know what I mean? Like it could literally be whoever you want to draft. So
right. Are we doing it based off like their sports successes or?
Somewhat sports successes, somewhat just places you would take or history around the place. Could be anything. So
okay. So Shane, you're a guest. We'll let you start off because we know what your first pick's going to be. So we might as well get it out the way now. Go ahead.
You're going to give Shane the first overall pick?
Yes,
First off, I just want to say shout out to Syracuse tomorrow. They got a tough game. They got a tough game against Virginia Tech. Shout out to Houston. Let's make the tournament this year and let's make a run. So let me get that out of the way. So we're talking college programs all together. Like,
Yep.
Anyone you want.
You want to start off here, Syracuse, off the bat?
Wait, hold on. Who's going second and who's going third? Because
you go second, I'll go third. I'll go last.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
I just want to first start off by giving a shout out to Syracuse. But I'm gonna
Absolutely. You're not taking them number 1 overall?
No.
Oh,
who you picking?
Really? Okay.
Oh, Bama.
Oh, Bama. Okay.
Bama. You know, respect to Georgia. Respect to Georgia for what they did last night. But Nick Saban's not done.
Okay.
So I expect that program to be back up to par next year and doing what Nick Saban does best. And
they can't let Georgia three-peat.
Did you see?
They're not going to.
Saban last night.
I don't know if you guys saw that clip of Nick Saban of that commentator talking about how Georgia took the college football, and he's Nick Saban's not done.
He was white as a ghost.
He just fueled the fire. That man's gonna come back. They'll be back in the national championship, competing. Hopefully, I hope with Georgia for a title.
That'd be awesome. He was white as a ghost. Didn't deserve it this year, but
you know what? They didn't. But they still exceeded
a better game, but they didn't deserve it. You know what I mean?
They exceeded expectation in their bowl game. I think they were in the Sugar Bowl this year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would have been a better matchup with Georgia against Bama. I still think TCU they earned the position to be in that championship 100%. Mm-hmm. But I do think it would have been a better matchup with Alabama. But TCU deserved to be there.
Well, Shane, in the next 3 to 4 years, they're going to be switching to more of a bracket of, I think, 12.
Yes.
So it's going to be from people all around the country. So I can make that every year. They still got to go the distance. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it becomes more like the NFL. Like the playoffs are more like intensified. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's good for college sports, and I'm excited for it.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a good first overall pick, Shane. I was going to go with Bama. I thought you were going with Boost. All right.
I thought so too. Not gonna lie.
Bama.
What you got?
They're just. I I always loved 315 Houston, my hometown. Obviously, born and raised. I respect Jim Boeheim, but I hope I hope this is his last season. It's nothing.
Really?
Yes.
You don't think?
And I don't mean that disrespectfully at all. I think what he's done for the organization's remarkable. 46 seasons, head coach. I still go to the games. I'll be watching them tomorrow night.
Okay.
But the 2-3 the 2-3 zone. I mean, a lot of Syracuse fans can speak for that. It's just not working anymore. Teams are shooting over it. It's it's not 90s basketball anymore. There's shooters that will just shoot over it.
Are you excited Are you excited for Gerard's last season?
I am very excited for him. I think he's been a positive leader for this team.
Would he come back next year?
No, he's not coming back next year.
I'm just saying. No. You know about the possibility of next year, right? As a Cuse basketball fan.
What's that?
What's whispering on the rise?
Oh yeah,
Carmelo Anthony's son coming to Cuse.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he decides to go elsewhere, though. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it's just I don't think it's just I mean I love my team.
Yeah,
but the recruiting it's just not there like it used to be. It's got work to do. And I think that does have to involve the 2-3 zone because that's not the style of play the NBA does.
Yeah,
that's not utilizing yourself as a defensive player.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's smart if you're utilized as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be honest, people are trying to make the NBA.
I get that, yeah. So. And it's almost sad that we've watched Cuse for years, and I mean they definitely have NBA talent. Through young, unproven prospects. Cuse has really put it together with people throughout the years. But I mean, I'm excited because the way he said Syracuse University, Shane, I'm telling you, it's like the kid wanted a wing for himself. It's like the kid was like, I'm gonna go to Syracuse University, I'm gonna bring people to Syracuse University, and we're gonna do what my pops did, and we're gonna run it back. And it's just could you imagine if Carmelo Anthony was low key nudging his son towards it because he's a 4-star and he knows he's better than a 4-star? You know what I mean?
I would like to see his tape though. I would like to see. I haven't seen enough.
Like Melo, but I mean, he also might grow up.
And I know he's Melo's son.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of does he have that talent though?
Yeah. I'm not saying he does. So
John, you want to take Cuse off the board?
No, I'm not taking Cuse off the board, unfortunately. I'm gonna go with Tom Brady's alma mater of Michigan.
Okay. I like it.
It's an okay start. I think they're the winningest football team in college football. So Shane, we do 3 picks and then we do 2 honorable mentions. So just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay. Phil, your pick.
You know what? I'm gonna go with college I've enjoyed watching over the years, especially during the Tim Tebow era, who is going to be a college inductee. I'm gonna go Florida. I'm a Gators fan. So
you're a Gator.
Yeah. So congratulations to Tim Tebow on his induction. I'm gonna go Florida. That team was amazing to watch.
Okay.
Plus Cam Newton and others were on there. So shout out to a decent basketball team. Al Horford actually played for Florida as well. So
and Emmitt Smith.
Yep, Joakim Noah as well. A lot of players. And Bradley Beal. So shout out to Florida.
Percy Harvin.
Yep. A lot of talent.
Yep. Hernandez too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks. So Shane, you're up next again.
For another college program.
Yep. Oh. Won SEC the first time, so.
Are we referring to just overall
anybody? Yeah.
Anybody that we personally just
I mean, Shane Cuse is not a bad pick. You got a lot to be proud of.
You might as well get him off the board.
I think they're a 3rd round pick personally, but
I'm gonna save that.
Okay.
I think I'd like Michigan too, but John, I took that.
I know. Thank you.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Ohio State University.
I knew it. Someone was taking the Ohio State after I took Michigan. I knew it. That's what.
Good pick.
And what's funny is in that matchup, I like Michigan. I've always grown up liking Michigan in that matchup, that rivalry. Mm-hmm. I think it's an amazing rivalry, by the way. I mean, what Michigan's done the last 2 seasons is it's remarkable. I mean, Ohio State's usually had their number. But I don't know the main reason. I guess is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, I mean he's an amazing.
He's an amazing player. Yeah.
You should be a first round pick.
There's nothing. There's it's nice to see someone that you grew up watching. You grew up watching their father, and then see them exceed on such a high level, and just it's just crazy to how it's just full circle. So that's really cool. So I hope I wish the best for him, and hope he ends up where he wants to be.
Maybe a Colt.
I would be ecstatic.
But all right. All right, second pick. I'm gonna go a competitor of Michigan. All right, I'm gonna go Notre Dame. Almost an Ivy, but not an Ivy.
Fighting Irish.
All right, Notre Dame, independent. All right, who a lot of players have gone there. One of the most famous college movies of all time, Rudy. So I mean, I'm gonna go with the Gold Helmets and Notre Dame.
Their basketball team won in overtime, by the way, tonight.
Did they?
Yeah.
You know, who's the girl that Kobe talked to? She also played for Notre Dame.
Sabrina?
No, Oniqua. I can't. I'm. Yeah. She had 2 game winners for Notre Dame. She's in the championship.
Yep. I remember that.
Yeah.
Speaking of women hoops, I'm gonna talk to little Coach Gino over there and draft UConn.
Took UConn second round.
Yep, UConn, one of the greatest women's basketball colleges out there, and plus not so bad on the men's side as well. Shabazz Napier, Kemba Walker, one of Akeem's favorite colleges of all time.
Yep,
Andre Drummond, etc. So
would have been a first round pick if Akeem was here.
It would have been for sure. Let me go with the Huskies. So I got UConn.
Nice second round pick. Who you got in the third round? That's where we go first.
Well, I'm gonna say it. Syracuse Orange. How about that soccer national championship, though? So I got that natty. I was actually at the game where they faced Cornell, and it was the same week that they beat the soccer team, won the national championship. So being able to see their coach, on the court, being honored was remarkable, and I think that's a step in the right direction for the program. And I look forward to. I just look forward to seeing their future. I am hoping for an NCAA tournament appearance. Do I see farther than a round of 32? Probably not. But you know what? I think there's a bright future ahead.
And I think you're right about Boeheim. Yep. And I think you're right about the 2-3. And as much as it worked, it does not work now.
Right.
I'm just saying.
It's a different style of playing now.
And it's almost, no offense, you're taking Gerard's years away from him. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he was Mr. New York. You know what I mean? So I think he's a great player. I think he's going to have a moment in the tournament. But that's a great pick, Shane. And talk about the football. Talk about running. I mean, you got 3 of the best running backs ever play college football ever.
Tucker entering the draft this year. It'll be interesting to see when he gets drafted.
Yeah. You got McNabb. I mean,
a
lot of people.
Yeah, Marvin Harrison, Dwight Freeney.
Oh my God.
I don't know if you know, those are the players that really influenced me to be a Colts fan when I was growing up. So
nice. All right, for my third round pick, I'm gonna go West Virginia University, the Mountaineers.
Yep.
I'm a huge Mountaineers fan. I love their basketball to their football. Pat White growing up, Steve Slayton, Geno Smith. Yeah, honestly, like I used to go to Rutgers, West Virginia games with my uncle who from Plainfield. So they're the college right on top of us, where Rutgers started college football. So maybe it'll be an honorable mention. But I would love, we'd have block parties and everyone would be wearing red for Rutgers, and I'd be showing up with my West Virginia stuff on. And they had a 22-year streak of beating them. And I was at the last West Virginia Rutgers game, and Rutgers was up at halftime, and it was snowing and it was freezing, and Geno Smith led them back to the win. So, I went to the College Football Hall of Fame, and that's why I looked under. I was thinking Syracuse, Shane, but I searched them later. But but Phil, who you got for your third round pick?
Well, as you may or may not know, I'm a Celtics fan, and Jason Tatum goes to one of the very well-known colleges in basketball history. I'm gonna go Duke University.
Okay.
One of the best basketball. Also one of the best colleges, well-known to basketball in the whole history of college basketball. Kyrie Irving, Jason Tatum, the list goes on and on and on. So also Is it? No, sorry. Daniel Jones from North Carolina,
Jones
right?
went to Duke University. Yes.
Duke University. So
Yes.
hey, it all connects.
Michael
So,
Carter Jr. went to Duke University.
hey,
Yeah.
perfect. So I'm gonna go Duke. Blue
Okay.
Devils. Even though they may choke here and there in the March Madness tournament, but it is what it is.
I mean, they always make a run though.
Yeah.
And the North Carolina was playing at such a high level last year in the Final Four. That was a remarkable game. I don't care who you're a fan of. That Final Four game was amazing.
Yeah. And I think college basketball is good, but I think Phil's second round pick with UConn with the women's team. Women's college basketball this year is insane. South Carolina is doing things, and so is UConn. So it's
It
going to
was
be
Syracuse too, the women's team.
Syracuse too, the women.
Yeah, they got their new coach.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And they went to the finals against Brianna Stewart one year.
yeah.
And Brianna Stewart's from Syracuse, so it's like if she would have just stayed home, she would have brought home a national championship. She would have been
She graduated from CNS.
I know. Chris.
Cicero, North Syracuse.
Yeah. Shout out to Chris Taddeo because all the stories.
Yeah,
But
Taddeo graduated from Liverpool, but we're all very close together.
yeah,
They're all very intertwined.
word. So Shane, you got any honorable mentions? You had two.
Mm.
We can do both now.
All right. I'm gonna go with the Texas Longhorns.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
backups.
I think going back all the way to Vince Young, that was really when I started watching college football at a young age. The Rose Bowl against USC, amazing game. I'll never forget. Peyton and Eli's nephew just committed there, so that's gonna be excited to see him in action next year. And
No Manning has won a national championship, by the way. So
what's that?
I said no Manning has won a national
That's
championship.
true. He could be the first. We'll see what happens, but UT.
UT. Okay, I like it. Do you have another one? Do you want to go two in a row or?
I'm all set.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with you said Texas. I'll go USC. Hollywood. Moving into going to play Michigan and Ohio State. I like it. Everyone I picked so far plays each other. So
Yeah.
I'm excited with it. And USC, yeah. Southern California.
To wrap it up, I'm gonna go. You know what? They deserve to be on the list because they've been balling recently. I'm gonna go Georgia, just of the 2 years they've been having. They always have good players coming to the NFL in basketball. Sony Mitchell, former Patriot. The players are coming in now. It's just a lot. Herschel Walker as well.
They've done it for years.
A lot of good. AJ Green, Georgia, I believe.
Yep.
A lot of good talent. So,
Definitely.
Georgia. So hey, so that's the last round, right? One honorable mention.
Yeah. Hey, what do you think happens to Stetson Bennett? Walk on, won 2 national championships. Do you think he's a top 3 quarterback?
No.
No, really. I think he is.
Well, there's Stroud. There's Bryce.
I don't like Stroud as much as other people do. I like Bennett ahead of him.
I'm just not educated. I'm not educated enough to make that.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just and we're
He's remarkable.
later, but
Also,
I think you should give the kid a chance. I don't know. I think it depends on the program, but
it all depends who gets him. To be honest,
facts.
was he 25 right now?
Yeah. So he's mature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, he can run. So maybe he's I don't know some.
Why was he still? Why did he play college foul such a why? Why did he get redshirted?
For 2 years.
He redshirted for 2 years.
He went to JUCO for 2 years and then he walked on at 20.
Oh yeah.
So then he was a redshirt 2 years and then I think he sat and then he played 2 more years starting.
Oh, okay.
But he went to JUCO and no one took him. And then he won 2 national championships back to back. Holy crap. First time in the college football era that's happened. So
yeah.
Congrats to him.
Congrats to him.
Georgia. Is that it in our draft, Bill?
Yeah, so that's our draft. Make sure you check the rest of our drafts on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of them. We also have other segments, yada yada. And so, hey, we're on the last segment of the show.